Hey guys, Jade Arrow here with another expert 1v1, and this is between Nili, who's playing in the green as the Franks, and Project Belgium, playing as the Orange Saracens. Now these guys are very similarly rated, both 2200 at the moment, and they've gone back and forth. They have played a few games before this. I was not able to record them because I was having audio issues, but I've been able to fix that and am really excited for this. The games they have previously played before this been really aggressive between both of them and seem to be fairly short. So we'll see what they have for us in this match. I am excited to see Nili as the Franks. Very fast, very aggressive Civ. And the Saracens for Project Belgium. I feel like Saracens are a pretty underrated Civ in the game, just in general. And I think that's mainly because they don't really have a clear, or really any eco bonus at all. All they have is their market bonus, which their markets cost less, and they get more gold for what they sell. And other than that, they really don't have any other bonuses towards their economy. And they really don't have a whole lot towards military as well. They've got a few bonuses for their ships, but that's about it. Cavalry archers getting more attack versus buildings, really useless. And it's a common joke that their bonus and their team bonus, which is foot archers, get more attack versus buildings, is one of the most useless in the game. But I think they're really underrated because there's a lot they can do. They get arbalest, heavy cav archer, hand cannoneer, champions. While they don't get paladin and are one of the few civilizations that don't get cavalier, they do have decent camels and they have hussars. Their docks are fairly open, really only missing fast fire ship in that regard. Their monks, they get all of the techs. Mameluke is a very strong, unique unit, and is one of my favorites to play with. Their siege workshop is really open, and they get all the techs from their blacksmith. So there's very little that the Saracens cannot do. And I just feel like they're pretty underrated. There's just so much they can do, and they really have a counter to everything. Looking at the map real quick, I like how Project Belgium's main gold and stone are in the back. The stone isn't too really all that important for Saracens, but in this matchup, we might see Project Belgium go for Mamelukes. Mamelukes do get bonus damage against cavalry, so they could do well if they get massed up. If he doesn't have very many of them, and they get overtaken by the amount of knights or cavaliers that Nili is sure to have, then they'll just get destroyed. So, stone not too important, but he might want to take advantage of that. The back gold's really nice, and the back wood line's also really nice for him. And he's just going to wall up towards his TC. And Nili also has 2 back golds and a back forest line. So it's pretty decent maps for both of them. Nili can just wall up using these forest lines here and keep himself pretty safe. So both of them got pretty decent maps here. And looks like Nili's definitely going scouts. Went up to feudal age a lot faster. And he's got his stable out now. Project Belgium has not clicked up to feudal age. And that says to me, and should be obvious to Nili, that he's going for a fast castle. He's walled up his base. He's just now putting down a barracks. But he's up pretty late to feudal. 12-minute feudal is really what you're looking for a fast castle strategy. And Nili obviously recognized this, running forward with Vils. And this is a correct approach for Nili. When you know your opponent's going for a fast castle and you've seen that they've walled up like this, your best bet is to run forward with villagers and tower. However, the problem with that on this map is Project Belgium really has an ideal map for fast castling. All of his essential resources that he needs are in the back and really can't be ranged by towers. The most effective tower that Nili could do is maybe right there. Range the berries and he'd range some woodcutters, but that's about all he can do. He's gonna break through and he's gonna get in with a few scouts, but Project Belgium should just be able to wall and counter tower. There it is. And he really doesn't have the food economy to go with a fast castle. And I think what his plan was he had quite a few on gold. I think maybe he was thinking of putting down a market and using that Saracen market bonus to buy his way up to castle. But since Nili is already here, he can't really do that. And he's going to put down an archery range, which he's going to come out with few archers, but he hasn't set himself up for skirmishers, and it's really not the best idea to fight Franks in a scout war, just because that extra cavalry HP on the Franks is going to be difficult to fight, regardless of what other civ you are. There's very few civs that can fight the Franks with cavalry. And a few archers are going to be coming out for Project Belgium. And Nili can't really progress with this tower rush here. He really can't go any farther on this right side here. He really has no way to push in on the left. So this is about all he's going to be able to do. And I think Nili's best bet at this point is just to hang around with his military, don't bother creating much more, and focus on economy, get up to Castle Age. And he does appear to be doing that. He's added a few more farms, which you're going to see anyways for some scouts. But I think at this point, there's really no reason for him to be making a lot more military. Maybe a few more units. But he's going to run into this gold mine, and he's going to lose a scout. That spearman coming in and getting a hit on these scouts. He's lost another scout, but this tower is going to go down for Project Belgium. Nili has fletching, whereas Belgium does not. So Nili can range this tower and could be able to take it down. He's not able to range if a villager were to jump out behind the tower and repair it. He would not be able to range that. But he's still able to apply pressure while he can. And you can see that villager is repairing, can't be hit by the tower. And Nili's going to use the scouts to try and attack it. And not going to be able to kill her. These scouts are too weak that Project Belgium's scout is just going to take it down. So now what's Nili's approach to this? He's got an archery range. He's got a couple skirms and an archer or two. but that's really all he has. And the scout's just going to be able to pick off these skirms for free. Not the best play from Nili. But what is he doing back at home? He's still on stone here. And he's adding more farms. He is almost on his way up to castle. Almost his resources for it. Wheelbarrow gonna complete. And Project Belgium selling wood using the Saracen market to buy his way up to castle. He's gonna click up first, and Nili won't be too far behind. Now, what's gonna be the follow-up from this? Nili is going to come out with knights, and once he has wood, gonna put down a second stable somewhere. But he sees these archers coming in, and he's put a defensive tower on this wood line. Really can't afford to lose it. But losing 2 villagers. Project Belgium recognized that those were weaker villagers and was able to pick them off. But these defensive towers from Nili, it's going to make it hard for Project Belgium to find any more villagers. However, that being said, these villagers that were on deer are going to be taken down. He's lost 2 of them. Looks like he'll keep the 3rd one alive. Vill count is still pretty even. And Nili's a little low on food to be doing double stable knights at the moment. But he can afford a second stable if he wants. And what is Project Belgium up to? He's got the double archery range, and he's still making archers. Looks like it's going to be crossbow from him. And we might just see elite skirm from Nili. He doesn't have the skirm numbers for it, but he recognizes that Project Belgium has a lot of archers and is going to be going with crossbow. So we could see that upgrade from him, or we could just see him stick with knights. Bodkin coming out for Nili, and he's actually managed to take out this tower. Now, Project Belgium's just going to put up another tower defense. But Nili's going to put another tower on this gold. He's really being annoying with this. And with Bodkin, he should be able to range most of the gold with that tower. Yeah, look, he's killed a Vill all the way over here. And what's great about these towers is they're always firing downhill. Stable for Project Belgium. He's going to be coming out with a few knights of his own, hopefully to try and clear up these towers. And Nili's coming forward with more Vills. Unfortunately, that one's being attacked by wolves, and that one's being killed by the crossbow. So, it might just make it to the towers. Yep, they're going to survive. Just barely. Oh no! Okay, he's okay. But the knight from Nili here gonna see these villagers. We actually might just miss them. Knights do not have great line of sight. If you look, okay, the line of sight is actually not too bad. But this is what line of sight typically is for a knight. But Nili's got decent line of sight on that knight, so he might have seen those villagers. I'm not sure. But Project Belgium's just going to move town center on the gold out front. And he really doesn't have any other spots for TC, really. Maybe on this wood line in the back, but he can't afford a TC anyway. So, that gold mine's one of his best spots for a town center, sadly. Siege workshop going up for Nili. Gonna come out with a few mangonels, try and take out this tower on the gold. And just stop Belgium from taking that gold. And back at home, Nili's just kind of working on dealing with these crossbow. And good mangonel shots there, gonna clean up all those crossbow. And now he can just kind of work on his economy. His wood count is lacking to some extent. But being the Franks, he does get free horse collar. So it's pretty nice from him. And there's a few camels around for Project Belgium. But the camels will die really quickly to these towers. And there's the mangonel. It's taking a lot of damage from this tower. And it's gonna be taken out by these camels. Oh, can you get there? Nope. Can't repair it in time. And this tower will stay up for a few more moments. But then he's gonna be forced off this gold. And that's why he put a TC on this gold, because he recognized he's probably gonna lose that back at home. And this gold's already being guarded. So that's really his next best bet. Project Belgium buying stone now. Is he gonna put down a castle or just a tower? Looks like just a tower from that. Gonna put it on that wood line, keep his wood choppers protected. Whoa, sorry. I hit the spacebar, which is my hotkey for a town center. So, sorry. Hopefully none of you are prone to seizures, because if you hold down the hotkey, that tends to happen. Kind of funny. But also kind of annoying at the same time. And Nili knows this town center's here. Might want to focus that with his mangonels, because this is about half of Belgium's economy. But Belgium's getting guard tower. It's an interesting choice. He's got, what, one tower? One tower. Wow. I'll bet that tower feels very special about himself. Or herself. Itself. Using all those resources to get an upgrade just for that tower. Alright. Not the most worthwhile use of that upgrade I've seen. But that is an important spot for control. If he loses that tower, he loses this forest line, he loses these farmers, and then really all he's got are these few farmers and what he has over by this town center. So he really can't afford to lose that. And Belgium's done a good job picking off mangonels with just a single knight. This mangonel is gonna stay alive. Maybe... Oh, good conversion there. Nili. So yeah, that mangonel is gonna stay alive. And Belgium's just playing this real defensive. And Nili's gonna build a castle. Oh, he's gonna put it right on this town center. And Belgium, he sees it, but he can't do anything about it. He hasn't reacted, so I don't think he's actually seen it yet. But Nili's gonna delete it? Oh, he saw these camels. That palisade alerted Nili that these camels were running in, so he just deleted his castle. Now, see, he only has 475 stone there, and might think that was a big waste, but Frank castles cost less. Instead of 650 stone, they only cost 488. So he can already afford another castle. So he really didn't lose all that much. And where's he going to put it now? Is he going to build it defensive? Nope. He's just going to put it right on the other side. I don't think it's going to go up, though. Belgium is putting up a guard tower. And he has a knight sitting around here. So, yeah, that castle not going to go up for Nili. And he's just going to call it. Wow. He really wasn't in a bad position, but with the loss of that castle, he recognized that Belgium just had more economy than he did, and he was going to be overrun soon. So well done for Belgium for spotting both of those and denying them, and also just holding on from this tower rush. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate every single one of you amazing people, and I'll see you all in the next one.